On the fourth day of our canoe journey, we finally reached the north end of Lake Laberge. This is the site of the Northwest Mounted Police Post of Lower Laberge, now long abandoned and returning to the forest.
So we're back on the river again.
We have current.
We have current, see?
So easy, we just need to steer. The hardest part is over. And it wasn't even that hard.
It was just long. Well, it could have been hard. That last, this morning was a little...
Lucked out on weather.
This was a little precarious until we started to relax and enjoy it. And we're entering 30 Mile, which is a Canadian heritage part of the river. Apparently this is the most scenic part of the river. Many people call it that. They call it 30 miles because it's 30 miles down to Teslin River, which is the big...
It wasn't long before an opportunity to fly cast for some Arctic grayling presented itself.
Whee!
Decent size.
Yeah. Go.
Except on this four-way, he's actually going. Oh my god.
They are big.
There's more in there. There's two. There's a few. Oh my gosh. Here, let me...
That's okay.
Holy
Is it really? Let's see. Oh, that is a big grayling.
Holy doodle.
I gotta get my line out of the way.
Holy doodle. It's a gorgeous grayling.
Here, I'll get it. You bring them close.
I'm gonna go forward.
Good. So this is our fourth day, right?
Yep.
Nobody's gonna believe us. I haven't got one mosquito bite. I haven't even seen any bugs. And it's not like we're staying in one spot. We keep moving.
We've had no bug spray on. It's not like we have.
Yeah, and I was wet wading there. Had a wash up where we were catching grayling. That looks like exactly where you'd find oodles of bugs. No bugs. I'm sure there are bugs. I think the only time we had bugs was in 2020 when we came up, a wet year when we went to the tundra. That was
like an awful one.
Yeah, and there was at the campsite, the Tombstone campsite, there was bugs. However, when we went up in the Dempster Highway 2021 and then to Tuktoyaktuk in 2022.
There was still bugs though, but it was just like a normal amount. Like what you expect. This is like absolutely nothing.
No bugs.
I think I've swatted one mosquito.
Yeah, and that's 4 different campsites. Well, 3 different campsites so far. And stopping along the river. Sans bugs, Nepal bugs, or something like that. Bugs arimasan. Mushi arimasan.
If I was a steelhead,
That looks intimidating. This is campsite number 4. Looks like it's Slough Camp. There's a slough behind us. Backwater of the Yukon River. We're just off the Yukon River. It's the campsite called the Slough for obviously reasons. We had paddled in the other side and scared up some pike just paddling by. We'll try one evening here. We're about 20 kilometers down from Lower Laberge. Wakey, wakey!
Wow.
Coffee is outside your door.
Oh, thank you.
It's another Yukon morning. The beast awakes. Fried spam sandwiches for breakfast. You either love it or you hate it. But we aren't going to pay $18 for no hiker's fettuccine alfredo in a little pack. Spam, the meat that won World War II.
Something posing as meat.
I swear we're either losing things at the campsites, leaving them behind, or we're getting better at packing. And that's the slough, why they call this Slough Camp. Is this our 5th day?
I believe so, yeah.
It's Wednesday. And into the main current. Oh, thank you, river, for pushing us along. This is a lot better than paddling Laberge. Maybe I didn't get a blister, almost.
I got a weird one on a weird spot on my hand.
Yeah.
I don't really use that part of my hand, so I'm like, I guess maybe just when my hands got tired, I gripped it different. And
Yeah. Could be.
It's not bothering me, basically.
So our first stop will be Fat Fish Creek.
Yes.
And we want to find out why they call it Fat Fish Creek. Well, the dry flies are in the boat behind us. On the shore there used to be a wood camp for the paddle wheelers. I guess they'd be
Which side?
on our starboard side here. It's an old wood camp. Look at some of that, the Klondike, the museum piece there in Whitehorse. It's so big. You couldn't even think it. How did they even turn it around here?
Yeah.
It's almost as wide as it's long as the river is wide.
I know. It's so shallow some parts.
Yes. Oh, they were built for that.
Oh.
In fact, they had some poles along the side that
Oh yeah,
put them down. You can almost like leap, like pole vault a little bit over a bar, or they'd go backwards with the paddle wheels, and the paddle wheels would sort of scoop the gravel out. Chuck, 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 chuck.
cool.
Yeah. So we stopped at a burn, obviously from last year, and my daughter wanted to look for morel mushrooms. We did find some, but they're just a little late in the season. They're all dried and shriveled past their prime.
We arrive at Hootalinqua, where the lighter blue waters of the silty Yukon River meet the clear, dark blue of the Teslin River. Aside from being a natural meeting place for local First Nations, Hootalinqua once hosted a Northwest Mounted Police post, a roadhouse, and various facilities to service the riverboats that supplied the area. The site was once a regular stop-off point for the riverboats. Some of them, it seemed, never left.
This is our fifth camp of the trip. We pulled in here because a storm started brewing. It started to spit rain on us. We're about 5 kilometers down the river from Hootalinqua. But we were exhausted by then. It was like 6 o'clock or something.
Yeah.
So
we stopped here and Quite nice.
Yes, yeah, and
The storm cleared up in like an hour. It wasn't even bad.
yeah, but you never know, eh? You can't see.
Yeah, can't gauge it.
Didn't want to be drenched on. So, anyways, the end of the day, and just down the river for the next 5 kilometers, there's no real camps marked. It's sort of a camp-wise dry stretch.
Yeah.
So this was a
good call.
This is a good call. A bush camp. So it's 10 o'clock in the evening, our 5th camp of the trip. Still no bugs. Hadn't any mosquitoes, haven't had to use bug juice.
No.
I've had naps in my tent with the door open, no problem. There was some horseflies at Hootalinqua, but horseflies are slow. And
they're easy to swat.
They're fun. They're satisfying to kill.
Evil.
Anyway, so much for the bug-ridden Yukon. There's something I'm unusually proud of now. You know the air mattresses that we brought, the one you've been using yours for 2 years, and the one I brought failed the first night.
No, that was brand new too.
Oh.
Mine was brand new.
Oh, okay.
Because my other ones were deflaty.
Oh, yeah, mine is basically a ground pad. And instead of freaking out about it and trying to repair it using the air pump, I just decided to get used to sleeping on the ground. So now it's just a flat ground pad. And I'm just sleeping flat on the ground without a mattress, just a sleeping bag on the ground. And actually, it was hard the first 2 or 3 nights, and the last 2 nights I just haven't even, I've had good sleeps. I'm sleeping like an 19th century cowboy or a POW or some sort of thing. When we get home, I wonder if I'll be sleeping on the floor. Rita says, why don't you come up on the bed? Because it's too soft. Anyway, it's kind of cool. The less you have sometimes, the better things are. And it's supposed to be a sunny and cloudy day, but no rain. Day 6.
Day 6.
Down to, what is it called? I don't, there's a river runs in 20 kilometers down or so. Murphy, Merle.
Got both our fly rods.
Got both our fly rods. Bye-bye, camp. Then farther down, we want to see the old scow, sunken scow. And then Little Salmon River, Big Salmon River. We don't know if we'll get that far today. So on the map, it was marked potential camp. So they have a picnic table, fire pit. There's a lot of places like this along the river. There's an old burn. I think it was 1977 marked on the map. This area burned. There's a lot of burn that we've been going through below Hootalinqua here. So, look, old cabin. It looks like a tree fell across it. Still glass in the window though. Oh, we're out of the burn. There's quite a bit of burned area. Some old burns.
We take a break to explore the remains of the abandoned community of Big Salmon, where the Big Salmon River meets the Yukon. A few years back, during one of my previous visits to Dawson City, I had a chance conversation with a tourist from Scotland who had just completed his own canoe trip down the Yukon River with a tour company. He said he would have a difficult time conveying the size of the Yukon to his friends back home in the UK. And while the drone can show the scale, I have to borrow the words of Robert Service to describe the scope and the draw. The strong life that never knows harness, the wilds where the caribou call, the freshness, the freedom, the farness. Oh God, how I'm stuck on it all. There's a land where the mountains are nameless, and the rivers all run God knows where. There are lives that are erring and aimless, and deaths that just hang by a hair. There are hardships that nobody reckons. There are valleys unpeopled and still. There's a land, oh, it beckons and beckons, and I want to go back, and I will. They're making my money diminish. I'm sick of the taste of champagne. Thank God when I'm skinned to a finish, I'll pike to the Yukon again.
Even though it's 9:30 at night, that sun is still intense. It's got some heat to it. It's intense. In fact, it's in 2 tenths right now. Tonight our dinner is something called rhubarb, which was a favorite of the Northwest Mounted Police, and it consists of pemmican. This is my homemade pemmican. I didn't have buffalo, so it was made with beef, cranberries, dried beef, cranberries, dried cranberries, and beef tallow. So it's fried up with onions and usually potatoes. We don't have any potatoes, but we have instant mashed potatoes. So from experience before, the pemmican is edible. It doesn't perish, but it's way better fried. So on the banks of the Yukon River, we're gonna have some rhubarb. Since there's such a fat content in pemmican, that the beef lard with the beef pemmican, it just becomes fried beef, fried in its own lard with onions, and we'll add potatoes in a minute. It looks almost like a dough. Here goes. That's quite good. The texture is nice. Mashed potato with beef and onion bits. Very, mostly potato with beef gravy-ish taste. There's cranberries, but I don't taste the cranberries in here.
In retrospect, it's best described as tasting like shepherd's pie.
Oh my God!
Coming up to 4th of July Bend, and that's Dutch Bluff, and then past this 4th of July Bend. It's August 1st. 3 years ago today, we were in Inuvik when we drove to Dempster.
Yeah.
And 3 years ago tomorrow, we drove to Tuktoyaktuk. And here we are doing the Yukon River.
Ooh.
Looks nice. And then weather looks a little threatening. So the rainstorm did catch up to us, but we had planned to have a little lunch break. So we just set up a tarp and we're gonna have a little break and a snooze. And if this blows over, we will continue down the river. Otherwise, we'll camp here or make a decision after we snooze. A little break Had a little snooze, had a little lunch, had a little snooze. The weather seems to have settled out, just cloudy, a little windy and rainy. And we're off on our way. Dinner tonight is we're gonna have udon noodles with dried shiitake mushrooms, dried kelp, dried scallops, and little dried shrimps in a chicken broth. All of these from the Asian market. Really lovely. Oh yeah, dried kelp too. Makes for a real nice, I've had this 3 times already. Real nice, tasty broth. I put fresh onion, diced fresh onion and carrot, and sauteed them first in a little bit of oil. And this is our campsite. This is our 6th night, Linda? 7th. There's the Yukon River just up there. We're maybe an hour and a half upstream of Carmax. And somebody left a gold pan here because it's the Yukon. Morning of our 8th day. Linda's still to get up. I'll get her up in a minute. 8th day camping. And it is a beautiful Yukon morning. We're about 2 hours out of Carmax, where we can load up on groceries. Might stay at a private campground to recharge batteries, maybe have a shower, restaurant meal. And, as I say, despite all the foliage here, there was no bugs. We've had 8-day camping with no bugs in the Yukon in summer. Believe it or not. So I've been planning this for the last 9 months, 10 months. And everything we're doing at home, I was going to, get it done before we go on our trip or after. So when I get back, have to fix the furnace, pay the house insurance, renew my driver's license, all this stuff I was putting off until the trip.
I owe you a vacuum.
Oh, we got
I broke the vacuum.
Yeah, that's no problem.
To be fair, that vacuum
That vacuum sucked.
It lasted so long.
That was 1 week ago we left Whitehorse.
Yeah, we're halfway through our trip and halfway to our final destination.
Is the trip going? Is it as you expected?
It is. It's awesome. I'm having a great time.
I can't believe there's no bugs, and we had 2 days of great weather going down the barge.
Great weather, no bugs.
We had a little thunderstorm come over yesterday.
Still
threatened, so we went to shore, had a snooze under a tarp.
For a whole hour of the trip with a little bit of bad weather, I think. We lucked out. It's been nice.
On that rock there, there's a big stonefly husk.
Yeah, I saw.
Whoops.
Land of the giant stoneflies.
Yeah. Be nice to get a hatch of them in some backwater where all the grayling go crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I caught 2 grayling over there yesterday, and there's. I walked down the shore and there's a pike about this big, just in the river. Little
pikeling.
Yeah.
Anyway, and so we're out 2 hours from Carmax, and then tomorrow is Five Finger Rapids.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Yeah. Oh, this wind is a little something. And 5 minutes later, the river does a 180 turn, and we're back on track. Wind is behind us. The river is wise, Miss Benningfield. I think this area here has been dredged in the past because we have these piles of gravel here and here on the piles, and there's a couple more up there. And it looks like they dredged for gold all the way down along the line, and this is all dredge poo. The smaller dredge, not like the one up at Dawson City dredge number 4, but there's specific piles. Anyway, the land recovers. If I can, I'm just gonna put my sandals on. Here we are, Carmax.
The coal mine campground is a good stop for showers, laundry, and to recharge your devices.
It's a good burger. I will eat mine in a minute.
We took the 2-kilometer stroll from the campground into Carmax to see if there was a spot to land the canoe the next day that would be closer to the grocery store.
Morning of our 9th day at the coal mine camp field at Carmax. Kind of a noisy campsite. The road is just off to my right, and some of the campers are still banging around at 1 in the morning, dragging their canoes up, and even though they've been sitting in the gazebo for 2 hours. Don't know why they wanted to drag them up at 1 in the morning. Anyway, into Carmax to resupply at this store, and then down the river, Five Finger Rapids, maybe later today. That's the bridge at Carmax. Klondike Highway takes you up to Dawson City. The Paris of the North.
Yeah.
We're going under a bridge. I hope there's no trolls under this bridge. Old Yukon troll. Yeah, somebody put a pile of rocks there.
I know.
There's a little boat launch down there past that little tiny island. And the grocery store is up 100 meters above that. So.
Okay, marshmallows, because I like playing with the fire. We got cheesies, candy, cheese nibs, and 2 scoreboards. And that's all.
That's it. We got everything.
Yeah.
I got cool. Oh, there's cool
Oh, and
basa.
I got, so they didn't have Gatorade powder, but just for putting in water. If we run out of good water and have to drink silt water, it adds flavor.
All right.
Can I put this bag?
I need that
Oh, okay.
for my everything bag.
Okay.
And there's kielbasa. It's on the top lid. Can you of the
Oh, yeah.
put that in? I got all the apples and my trip. Apples, oatmeal, blah, blah, blah. There we go, Linda Lee. Are you looking at? First look, Five Finger Rapids coming up just around the corner.
How it goes. I can see the lookout. I've driven by the road on it a few times. Seen it, but this will be our first trouble. Are you ready?
And here we are. It looks like there's tourists up the top of the hill. I hope we don't do anything to embarrass ourselves. No. Oh, what?
I said I might, like, if I switch sides, don't switch your side.
Okay, okay.
Like, if I have to...
I understand.
Yeah. It's just me, like, not being able to...
It's more... It's a little more to the left of the channel. We should have a great big book that says how to paddle a canoe. Okay, get it on the other side then. We'll huff through this. There we go. Yep, here we go. Let's go straight. Wave train, wave train, wave train, wave train, wave train. Whee! Whee!
So bad.
That was fun.
That was fun. That wasn't bad at all. I mean, we had more struggles on Lake Laberge that last day. Woo! That's the hardest part of the river. Like Laberge was the last.
Laberge is potentially dangerous because of wind. That was
This was just fun.
that was just whee. Oh. Goodbye, Five Finger Rapids. I don't know if I'll see you again from this angle or not.